Officer Duffy, the kind of cop that makes you wonder how the did he even make it through the academy? In Robocop 2, he's not just dirty. This fat bastard's radioactive, a walking reminder that corruption doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes it wears a badge. Today, we're diving deep inside the mind of that fat bastard Officer Duffy. Let's be real, Duffy's not your average bad apple. He's the whole rotten orchard. When we first meet him, he's already knee-deep in the drug epidemic sweeping Detroit, dealing directly with Cain, the cult-like leader behind Nuke. He's supposed to serve and protect, but instead he's serving Cain and protecting his own wallet. Fat fuck. Duffy isn't loyal to law or brotherhood. He's loyal to survival, kinda. Well, we all see how that shit played out in the end for him. Not so good. That's not tragic. In a collapsing city where OCP owns everything, he figures out the streets might pay better than the badge, and for a while, the nigga was kinda right. But like most rats, Duffy forgets one thing. When that ship sinks, there's nowhere left to run, especially for that fat He weighs 622 pounds. I read that in the end credits. Duffy treats Cain like a business partner, not a criminal. But Cain, he never saw Duffy as anything more than disposable. The moment Duffy stops being useful, Cain's goons drag him to an operating table like a science project. That's the irony. Duffy thought he was in with the big man, but to Cain, he's just another corrupt cog in the machine, and we all know how Cain handles broken parts. Not too good. It's poetic, really. The corrupt cop who betrayed his badge ends up dissected by the very monster he helped build. And here's some bonus information for you. I just read in the end credits that Cain was dissecting Duffy to sell his organs on the black market. We all know that Duffy was 6 times obese. He weighed 422 pounds. That means his organs were doubled in size of a normal human. And you know what that means? Cha-ching. More money for the corrupt Cain. He can get 3 times the amount for Duffy's organs. Duffy's not just greedy, he's scared. His corruption isn't born from evil, it's from weakness, and you can feel it when Robocop confronts him in the arcade. The guy's twitching, stuttering, begging for his life, and not to mention he heard Robocop loud as hell approaching him from behind, and then he said, "Officer Duffy," in that crazy-ass robotic voice, and Duffy turns around and gives him a stiff jab to the chest, damn near broke every bone in his hand. Not only is he scared, he's stupid as fuck too. This is the moment that defines him. Duffy represents every system failure that led to Robocop's creation. Greed, decay, and the idea that justice can be bought. That bastard's human rot. A man who traded integrity for short-term comfort in a dying city. He's the embodiment of moral bankruptcy. Someone who thought being in the game made him untouchable, until the game changed. When Robocop grabs Duffy's arm and says, "Where the is Cain?" as he repeatedly bashes his head into a screen of an arcade game, it's not just a question, it's a death sentence. Because in Robocop's world, there's no plea deal for betrayal, and I stand 10 toes behind Murph. You can guarantee that. And the chilling part? Duffy knows it. You can see it in that fat bastard's eyes. The fear of someone who finally realizes that justice still exists. Just not the kind that forgives. You, Duffy. You gotta realize that Duffy's scream isn't just pain, it's regret. Every bad choice crashing down at once as that doctor, that henchman, slices and dices that fat gut wide the fuck open. In the grand scheme of Robocop 2, Officer Duffy's story is short, but unforgettable. He's proof that corruption doesn't always need a grand motive. Sometimes it's just a paycheck gone wrong. And maybe that's why Robocop never really had too much to say to him, because for Duffy, silence was the loudest judgment of all. I'm OTM Rob, and this was Inside the Mind.